In your voice, your vote, the race for Toledo mayor.
The incumbent wants to make a run for what would be an unprecedented third consecutive term. Two others hoping they're in the mix come November.
13 Action News anchor Gerald Harris is standing by live with an update for us tonight. Gerald.
Yeah, the candidates are current Toledo Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz, Roberto Torres, a former city employee and TPS board member, and the self-proclaimed sign man Harold Harris. Now, this is the results. It's coming up on your screen. You have Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz. He's coming in at 54.3%. Roberto Torres in second place at 24.3%. Harold Harris at the last position with 23% of the vote in. There are some important dates to remember for the general election. Military and overseas absentee voting begins September 19th. The deadline to register to vote October 6th, and the board is open until 9 p.m. on that day. Early in-person voting October 7th includes the Saturday and the Sunday before Election Day. Absentee voting by mail begins October 7th. Election Day is November 4th, with the polls open from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. If not returned by mail, absentee ballots must be received by your elections board by 7:30 p.m. in November. If Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz wins in November, it will be historic in the first test since voters approved changes to mayoral term limits in November, allowing Toledo mayors to run for a third term. Lee?
All right, if things continue to go this way, looks like he'll be running against Roberto Torres in November. Gerald, thanks very much. All right, much more than just the mayor's race in Toledo on the ballot today.
That's right. All of Lucas County weighing in on a replacement levy for Toledo Metro Parks. The 10-year $1.4 mil levy will cancel out the current $1.4 mil levy, which still has 3 years remaining. Voters originally approved the levy in 2007. Metro Parks Toledo says it will continue to help run day-to-day operations at all 19 locations. Now, despite the fact this is a replacement levy, it'll cost homeowners more because it's based on recent home values. Right now it's passing, that is, about 800 votes. You can see it on your screen.
All right, let's head to Wood County now. Some big school issues on the ballot. Perrysburg voters asked to renew a levy that really hasn't lost to the polls in 45 years. Not changing tonight. Superintendent Tom Hostler and other administrators breathing a collective sigh of relief. Permanent improvement levy overwhelmingly passing and will continue to maintain buildings and buses. Administrators had said deep cuts would have to be made if the levy went down.
Now to Bowling Green. Bowling Green City Schools went to the ballot with an income tax levy after voters rejected a similar measure in November. Not the case tonight, with the vast majority voting in favor. It'll generate more than $6.5 million per year for general operating expenses. Interesting
money issue on the ballot in the Rossford schools. The district asking voters to approve a renewal operating levy with a tax reduction. That would go from 5.9 to 4.9 mils. District saying a yes vote will save the owner of a median valued home almost $60 a year. And no surprise here, a tax reduction, voters saying, yeah, we'll take it. It's on the way to passage as well.
And statewide, Ohioans have passed Issue 2. It's renewing a program that's funded thousands of local infrastructure projects. The passage allows the state to issue up to $250 million in bonds each year for the next decade, with no increase in taxes.